Iran says it unintentionally shot down Ukrainian airliner. And Union Home Ministry says CAA comes into force from January 10. Hello and welcome to Times of Manipur News. You're watching News Today. I'm JESSIA now giving you the news in details. After maintaining for days that there was no evidence to show one of its missiles had struck the plane, the Iranian military said it was an accident caused by human error as per a media report. Iran announced early today that it had accidentally shot down a Ukrainian passenger jet, blaming it on human error because of what it is called the plane's sharp, unexpected turn toward a sensitive military base, according to a statement issued by the country's military. The announcement reversed Iran's claims that mechanical issues caused the crash of the aircraft, which killed all 176 people aboard. It has persistently denied that Iranian military defense had downed the aircraft, a Boeing 737-800. International pressure has been building on Iran to take responsibility. American and light intelligence assessment have said that Iranian missile brought down the plane, most likely by accident, amid the heightened tensions between the United States and Iran. Suspicions that an Iranian missile had brought down the plane began immediately after Wednesday morning crash, just hours after Iran fired missiles at two bases in Iran housing American forces. Official Iranian news media had cited technical problems as the cause in the hours after the crash. The central government has announced that the Citizenship Amendment Act 2019 CAA has come into force from January 10, 2020. According to media reports in a Gazette notification yesterday, the Union Home Ministry said the act under which Hindu, Jain, Sikh, Parsi, Buddhist and Christian refugees from Pakistan, Bangladesh and Afghanistan will be given Indian citizenship will come into force from January 10, 2020. There have been widespread protests against the act in different parts of the country on ground that it is for the first time that India will grant citizenship on the basis of religion, which violates the basis tenets of the country's constitution. However, the government and ruling BJP has been defending the act, saying that the minority groups from the three countries have no other options but to come to India when they face religious persecution, their report said. Facilitated Integrated Counseling and Testing Center FICTC, a HIV testing facility, was opened at Palel Primary Health Center of Kaching District yesterday. The center was inaugurated by Medical Officer in charge of Palel PHC, Dr. Gopeswar, in the presence of District AIDS Control Officer Thawal, Dr. Rajan, Field Officer Ahana Project Thawal and Kaching LB Mola and others. The center has been opened under the aegis of District AIDS Prevention Control Unit, Thawal, National Coalition People with HIV/AIDS India, NCPI Positive and Ahana Project Manipur. A team of Yaripok police arrested a vehicle lifter from Wangkhem Huidom Laikai ground yesterday. A Royal Enfield bullet was also recovered from his possession, a police report said today. The operation was led by officer in charge of Yaripok Police Station, MD Riyajuddin Saha, under the supervision of Thawal Superintendent of Police, Dr. S. Ibomcha Singh. The vehicle lifter has been identified as Wangkhem Nabu Singh, son of W. Irabot Singh of Wangkhem, Maning Laikai. The age-old traditional ritual of Kabok Yenba began this morning at Moirang of Bishnupur district with prayers and traditional rites. As a part of the three-day ritual, flatten rice, locally known as kabok, will be distributed to every household in Moirang after offering to the goddesses. Now it's time for a short break. Keep watching Times of Manipur News.
Smart Universal Academy Sekmaijin Khunalda Academic Session 2020-21 gi oina pre-nursery dagi class 9 phawbagi admission hawjare. Class 10 gi examination da chahi taruk thangna na chama da chama pass tawriba Manipur gi akhanaba school oibaga loinana international amadi national award kaya phangliba school ni. rural standard ta world class education piriba school ni akaknaba Sydney hena kupa marol gidamak mobile number sing asida tek tawbiro Smart Universal Academy, the school of the future Manipur.
Wabiraganu, Medilena Pung Kunmari Chupna, Adongi Yumda, medical oxygen Tinba Lakpatanatana, installation to Wayabagi Kudong Zaba Pijari, Masitanatana, Darkar Labor Oxygen Regulator, Amadi Makal Kudimaki Oxygen Marks and Singba Produktuna, Miyangi Mating Pangzeri.
Luinana Anab Singamari Lainaba, Makal Kudimaki medical equipment sing, foldable bed, suction machine, regulator, monitor, nebulizer, wheelchair, Amadi oximeter na chingba, Laiba Amadi Waiba Yabagi Kudong Jaba Pijari, Adomsunga Sima, call to Tanabiu, Aikoi contact number 920-598-7988, Amadi Play Store Sangbiduna, Medellin F download Tabu.
Welcome back after the break. Some unidentified person hurled an exploded hand grenade at the residential compound of a social worker named Ngangbam Robert located at Singjamay Chingamata, Imphal last night at around 10:30. No one was injured in the incident, however, the windshield of a car was destroyed, a report said. Thongam Sandy Singh, a social worker along with volunteers of local Mirapaibi organization, repaired Moirang Khoirau Laikai Road yesterday. The area falls under Moirang Municipal Council Ward Number 10. Moirang Khoirau Laikai Mirapaibi Secretary Ningthaujam Thabadevi expressed gratitude to social worker T.H. Sandy Singh for his contribution in repairing the road, which had remained neglected for a long time. The 22nd State Board for Wildlife SBL of Arunachal Pradesh yesterday resolved to recommend wildlife clearance for the much-awaited Mayo Vijayanagar Road in Chalang district. The board that met yesterday evening under the chairmanship of Chief Minister Pema Khandu gave the clearance to the road which passes through the famed Namdapha Tiger Reserve. According to media reports, the board accepted the proposal to realign the road at 2 stretches, which would help reduce the length of the road considerably owing to unfeasibility of maintenance along the said 2 stretches. The board accepted the proposal of the executing agency for inclusion and implementation of the mandatory animal passes plan and other measures in line with the National Tiger Conservation Plan. The Sikkim government is exploring possibilities for construction of tunnels to provide intrastate and interstate road connectivity and decongest the main route between Rangpo and Ranipur. As per media reports, as a part of the initiative, State Chief Minister Prem Singh Gole witnessed a project demonstration by the consultants of Lion Marsway JV Tunnel DPR project of New Delhi. The protests against the Citizenship Amendment Act CAA and the proposed Pan-India NRC are expected to turn fierce today as Prime Minister Narendra Modi reaches West Bengal, Kolkata on a 2-day visit. The Congress Left Front and other political outfits have lined up a series of protest rallies across the state against the Amendment Citizenship Act and the proposed Pan-India NRC. According to media reports, several organizations, including those linked to the left parties, have declared they would stage protests against Modi and show him black flags. Once again, it's time for a short break. Keep watching Times of Money.
Officer in charge Powerloom and Allied Service Center Takelpat Imphal West na khanghanjari madudi training in basic weaving for Powerloom gi taramathoi suba batch ki training lakliba February tang ama English ngani subna kundagi hauraga tha ani chathajagani mafamna Powerloom and Allied Service Center Takelpat Takel Industrial Estate Imphal West thawai yauba training asibu pamjaba mioi singna akupa moral gi damak lakliba January tang kun manga English ngani subna kun fab gi manungda officer in charge PASC Takelpat contact tobiu
Pakhong ama chalake
Chalune
Chahi amagi plan tawge haradi
Phau pambi thabiyo
Chahi taragi plan tawge haradi
U pambi thabiyo
Chahi chamagi plan di
Ichabu afaba school da mahai tamhanbiyo
Icha kaina afaba school haidi
Lanai coaching tobugi awaba lehendaba school du da dum changnena coaching tohonba
Mama mapaga manana warak watembi ba
gym aerobic dance football thangta
Mamangda 12 exam gi topper su putokhraba
khwaidagi chawba nanba khwaidagi phaba school Slopeland Public School Khongjom chumra
Chumme yam khangi ko
Yes only Slopeland Public School Khongjom
Welcome back after the break. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today said he was excited to be in the West Bengal for 2 days as something special about the place. There is heightened security in Kolkata where he is scheduled to arrive at 4 this afternoon and due to the expected protests in the city. Modi is likely to leave the Kolkata airport by a chopper according to media reports. During his 2-day visit, PM Modi will attend 150th anniversary celebration of Kolkata Port Trust and is expected to hold a meeting with West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee. Now, the sports news. Gymnast Priyanka Dasgupta and Jatin Kumar Kanojia grabbed spotlight with all-around gold medals at Day 1 of Khelo India Youth Games 2020 in Guwahati yesterday. Tripura's Priyanka Dasgupta clinched the 3 gold medals and girls under 17 all-around crown in gymnastics. Jatin Kumar Kanojia of Uttar Pradesh also claimed the boys under 17 all-around crown with 2 gold medals. Asmi Ankush Badade and Shreyan Praveen Bangale made it a 1-2 for the Maharashtra in the girls under 17 rhythmic gymnastic all-around competition, but it was a self-taught Upasha Talukdar who captured the hearts of the capacity crowd by winning a bronze medal, Assam first medal in the games. Tripura is leading the medal tally with 3 golds. Maharashtra is on 2nd position with 9 medals including 2 gold and Uttar Pradesh settled for 3rd spot winning 2 golds with total 5 medals. On the 2nd day of the games today, there would be several events including archery, athletics, gymnastics, judo, kabaddi, shooting, table tennis and volleyball. The 3rd Khelo India Youth Games began at the Indira Gandhi Athletic Stadium, Saru Sajai in Guwahati with a grand opening ceremony yesterday. Union Minister for Youth Affairs and Sports Kiran Rijiju, Assam Chief Minister Sarbananda Sonowal and several others were a part of the evening. The 61st Sports Meet of Tungjoy Youth and Students Organization cum Silver Jubilee of Driver and Honors Association Tungjoy DOT has begun today at Tungjoy village of Senapati district. The 8-day-long program is held on the theme Advocacy for Justice and Cooperation. Former President of Information Center for Hill Areas Manipur, Icham, and Rajendra and ADC member Senapati PA, Theko attended the grand opening ceremony. Now we have the local newspaper headlines.
The Sangai Express 2020 starts with 40% more rainfall. Constitutional safeguards for Assam mulled. Assam Accord will be respected, says Shah. Death of 2 in Pangai firing in 2004. CJM returns final report. Ask CBI to further probe. Arrest and detention of Sotin Kumar. MHRC issues notice to DG. The People's Chronicle. 3 Northeast MPs facing backlash for supporting Citizenship Amendment Act. CAA comes into effect. Many in race for post of state BJP chief. Internet access a fundamental right, says Supreme Court. MLA calls for self-sufficiency in food. The Airports Authority of India (AAI) to appoint transgenders Down syndrome affected at Northeast airports. Imphal Free Press. Court rejects CBI closure report on Pangai firing incident. CJM returns case to CBI for further probe. Internet access as part of fundamental right. JK clamped down. Review curbs in a week. Orders Supreme Court. Safety non-negotiable for school transport system, says NCPCR expert. Sotin Kumar's wife seeks NHRC intervention, demands release. Palel PHC has HIV testing facilities.
Before we end, let's take a look at the headlines once again. Iran says it unintentionally shot down Ukrainian airliner. And Union Home Ministry says CAA comes into force from January 10. That's all we have in this bulletin. Keep watching Times of Manipur News.